Hey, so we've got it, the newest 8 Gen 1 Moto X30 phone, and I'm holding it right now in my hand. We are not allowed to take this back, so I can just give you a few brief feeling of holding it in my hand. And the first impression I've got is how light-weighted this feels in my head. It feels so incredibly light, and with this bag, that's very impressive. And about the screen, we've got some refreshing rate of 144 Hz, and it feels so smooth. And I think this is the most fluid phone I've used for a while. This is just fluid like water. Also, I can show you a little bit hardware information. Alright, so we've checked some of the background information, and this is some of the basic information about the 8 Gen 1 chipset. We haven't run anything heavy yet, so okay, now we have got to talk about the back of the phone. The camera above is not obvious at all. The build is so solid and nice. When you're holding it hand, you can feel it's very smooth, but it's not like glass. It doesn't leave that much fingerprint. It's still very tolerant to fingerprint, but at the same time it's very smooth and comfortable to hold. We're about to run a benchmark testing, so hopefully the result is it meets our expectation. This testing, the frame per second of this testing just looks crazy. It's even going up to 65 right now, or even 68, probably even higher up to 70. And it's hardly dropping below 45, and the whole screen, everything looks so fluid and impressive. Yep, we have got the overall score of 9,500 and the average frame rate of 57. It gives you your score is better than 98 of other results from all other devices. So this is kind of a top 2% of the performance comparing all the devices in the market. And while the benchmark is running, the temperature doesn't seem to rise very high. The highest frame rate were up to 76 and the lowest one 38. The result we have just tested was 9,500, and that is almost feels like they're gonna catch up the newest iPhone chips already. And it's way above all the other, this mini version, standard version on iPhone 12, and at the same time including all the other Android models. The best result we've got from Android phone was Google Pixel 6. That was only 6,400, and the result we've got is 9,500, and this is just way above all the other Android phones we've got right now at the moment. So now we're testing in Antutu benchmark. The test is still running, and these images, they all look so smooth and fluid. And the many other phones we have tested has really difficulty with these images, and now it's like watching a video. In addition to the Edge X30's debut of the new Snapdragon 8 chip, the new camera module led by the dual 50 megapixel sensors is definitely another surprise. In terms of hardware, the phone has a 50 megapixel wide-angle main camera on the rear with optical stabilization support, another 50 megapixel ultra wide-angle camera with the Samsung JN1 sensor, and one more 2 megapixel depth sensor. The ultra wide-angle camera comes with an 117-degree viewing angle and can be used for 2.5mm macro photography. For selfie camera, Motorola even gives the phone a 60 megapixel sensor. We're not doing a full review over the camera experience, but here we just took a few photos for you to have a quick look. At least for now, what's most impressive is the natural bokeh effect, and the wide-angle samples looks pretty decent and look close to what we shot on the main camera. Anyway, we will show you more about the whole camera experience in the review video, but for now, just stay tuned. I think this is going to be all that we're going to be showing today, and this is definitely some things going on about this chipset. The performance is really good, but there are some problems, and we will be addressing more things about this phone. And please subscribe to get the full review, and I'll see you in the next video.